No matter how progressive the science society may become, it always stutters before providing a firm response to a single most important question: from where did the universe originate? Since ages, scientists in the research labs have been scratching their heads in despair just to find out the creator of the universe, the creator of our solar system, and lastly, the creators of us as a matter. For quite a significant time now, the Big Bang Theory felt convincing, highlighting the concept of singularity. But wait till you hear, there's a lot more to it. Yes, scientists have recently discovered that we could actually be living inside a black hole. Aren't black holes present millions of miles away? Then what is the black hole we are living inside? Do all black holes have a constellation of solar systems inside of them? In this video, we are going to unravel the truth of this latest theory that suggests black holes might be the creating force of our universe. Stick with us till the end as we find out the ultimate truth. Before we begin, make sure you hit the red subscribe button and the tiny bell icon to keep the curiosity about the universe inside you alive. Let's begin, shall we? The level of scientific revelations already attained in the 20th century is very far from what our ancestors had ever imagined. It almost feels like science has an answer to everything around us. Yet at the same time, we haven't even discovered 1% of the discoverable universe. Well, is it the insufficiency of scientists, or the almighty universe is a tough nut to crack? Definitely the second one. In the 20th century itself, we had already unlayered the unknown, like the universe is in a state of ever-expansion. Yes, you heard it right. The universe is continuously expanding with the formation of new stars, destruction of old stars, formation of new galaxies, constellations, nebulas, and so much more. We have even discovered that the planets came into existence after an extremely hot body scattered into pieces, or more popularly what we know as the Big Bang Theory. That huge chunk of hot mass disintegrated, forming millions of smaller particles with the help of an unknown force. This also gave rise to the black holes. Today's questions of concern. Little did we know that this phenomenon, estimated to have taken place somewhat 13.8 billion years ago, would spin the heads of the scientists till today. Recently, a unique property of our universe has been discovered. Our universe has a peculiar property where if you happen to sum up the mass of all particles, then you can calculate the event horizon radius of a black hole. Surprisingly, the event horizon of a particular black hole within a certain extent of the universe is always very close to the sum of all matter contained inside the visible universe. This event horizon radius is seemingly similar to the event horizon of a visible universe too. Could it all be a coincidence, or a whole new theory of how the universe originated? This certainly reminds us of another story popularized by Stephen Hawking, where he mentioned in his book that every time we create a black hole, we might be creating another baby universe unconsciously. One can only observe the baby universe brewing up inside a black hole if they happen to pass by the event horizon of the same black hole. If we think about it, then this theory is very fascinating, because an event horizon is what constitutes a black hole. An event horizon, or the boundary a black hole separates the visible universe from another baby universe inside of it. Every region of a black hole tells a different story. For example, if an object tends to cross the event horizon, then it will obviously be affected by the gravitational pull. As we know, black hole is of tremendous mass, thus it bends the time and space graph, creating an effect of gravity around it. But if the object still continues to intrude inside the event horizon following correct direction, then it may successfully cross it, just to reach inside the doomed. From watching sci-fi movies or reading in the books, we all know what happens once an object enters inside the black hole. Does it swallow it? Well, something similar to that. The space and time graph is severely curved by the black hole, so the object roaming inside its territory may soon be swallowed by the black hole to a spot of singularity. The space and time graph is so curved by the huge mass of the black hole that the object will be landed to the spot of singularity within a fraction of a second. The black hole is in a state of ever-increasing mass and keeps gaining it continuously. This makes us derive a few conclusions based on the measurable forms like mass, radiation, and velocity. When we speak of the particles constituting the visible universe, then we certainly mean the matter composed of electron, protons, and neutrons, the neutrinos, the photon of light particles, the dark matter or particles which do not obey any law of the universe, and lastly, gravitational waves. Gravitational waves are the change in the pattern of space and time created when an object moves from one place to another. A summation of all of these qualities can be derived using Einstein's famous equation of energy, the product of mass and the square of speed of light, E equals mc squared. This equation is important in probably every aspect of the universe, as it also gives the whereabouts of a point obtained by condensing the whole visible universe. Or in simple words, if the entire visible universe were to be compressed into a single point, then the whole size of it can be determined with its mass. Remember where else this theory is applicable? Well, the black holes, of course. Einstein had stated that if the dynamic motion of a black hole were to be seized, like its angular momentum, then its entire size can be known solely from its mass. This is termed as Schwarzschild radius by the scientists. Discovering this unique property of the Schwarzschild radius of a black hole having similar mass to the visible universe, it is evident enough that our universe is indeed the interior of a black hole. Things get more interesting when regions outside the event horizon radius and the Schwarzschild radius is observed. It has been found out that the properties of the universe outside the event horizon radius of a black hole are exactly identical to that of the insides. Another discovery made in the 1960s, where a uniform omnidirectional path was discovered, which was later renamed as cosmic microwave, give a little background of the universe. It was recorded to be nearly 2 Kelvin, slightly more than an absolute temperature of 0 Kelvin. It is proved that our universe is ever expanding and cooling, as it was much hotter before. It gives birth to a whole new theory that universe was not created with any big bang of 2 singularities, rather is a product of exponential expansion of a black hole. To make things clear, imagine the whole visible universe wrapped up in an upright cylindrical manner, and then imagine different components of a black hole, including the singularity, the Schwarzschild radius, and the event horizon radius, stacked one upon each other in a similar upright position. Every point in the cylindrical visible universe is dynamically, mathematically, and characteristically similar to the stack of several black holes. So scientists are ready to pretty much conclude that the origin of the universe could be an exponential expansion of the singularity component of a black hole. Moreover, exponential expansion is a continuous process, so is the expansion of the universe. This correlates the two factors and sums up that we might have indeed originated from the multiplication of black holes, which is still going on. Fascinating, isn't it? Do let us know in the comments down below what do you think of this latest theory, suggesting that the universe might have originated from several black holes instead of the Big Bang Theory. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Until we see you the next time in another one of our interesting videos.